Hi, my name is Diamon Beckford. I'm a program supervisor for first shift. I've been at Devereux for 5 years.
My name is Aneesa Hill. I'm a direct support professional, and I've worked for Devereux for 2 years.
I work with girls that are between the ages of 12 to 18.
Some of the girls suffer from trauma, neglect, or just behavior issues.
They struggle with rules, following directions. Every day for them is a tough day.
We try to teach them how to regulate their emotions because that's the big thing. Whether it's over a relationship, a friendship, school, or mom telling you no, and you don't know how to accept it. So when they go out into the real world, they'll be able to cope.
A typical day here for me at Devereux varies. I work 7 to 3, so that's waking the kids up, making sure they complete all their hygiene chores, room care. Then we transition them to meds. Some kids struggle with taking their medication, so it's a lot of prompting, kind of, getting them excited to say, hey, take your meds so you can have a good day. We go through the day, regular school day. We sit in the classrooms with them, provide, emotional behavioral support. Then they would come back to the unit and then transition to their room for reflection time, and then we would change shifts.
A typical day, I come into the unit, I always address the girls, ask them how their day in school was. Usually they do a reflection time. Then we would have a community meeting, come together as a community and just address how they're feeling. Then after that, we would go to dinner, have a program activity, which would consist of going to the park, going to the workout room, and then we would transition to bed.
I think one of the most important skills and traits are you need to be passionate and you need to be understanding.
You need to make sure you know how to communicate.
Be genuine and be transparent. With these kids, they can see when you're being fake or you're not genuine. They read that and it just ups the ante for them. When you're being genuine, they can feel that energy and then they're like, oh, this person cares. So then their behaviors usually de-escalate really fast and you have that rapport with that kid.
It's an emotional toll. It's hard to turn it off at the end of the day. It's hard to go home and forget everything that happened at that day.
You can have an easy day or you can have a hard day. A hard day can be stressful on a DSP. But the best thing to do is to learn how to regulate your emotions. We're trying to teach them how to regulate their emotions, but we also have to regulate ours.
Dealing with some of the kids' behaviors can be mentally and physically challenging. Kids with behavioral and emotional disorders at times get pretty intense. It's not always easy to stay calm in these situations, but I know it's important not to react in a negative way. You can't take it personal. When you get yelled at, grabbed, threatened, or called names, some of them can say some pretty terrible things. But the calmer I am, the calmer the individual will be, and the better I'll be able to diffuse the situation. One of the frustrating things I deal with is when I give a direction and the kid doesn't listen or do what's expected. Things don't go always as planned. So teamwork, patience, and consistency in our program and services are really important. When one of my kids engages in unsafe behaviors like hitting someone else or me or hurting himself, I need to rely on my skills and techniques I've been trained to use. In these situations, it's important for me to observe and assess what's going on so I can determine my best course of action. When I have to intervene verbally or physically, the goal is to always assist that individual to be safe and feel safe.
Once you learn the youth, you hear the difficult things they've been through, whether it's trauma, neglect, you build a connection with them.
But just being able to come here to get these kids to come off with that mental edge, to be able to start the day, to be able to get out of bed, to live their life to their fullest potential.
Just seeing that light bulb and them being motivated in themselves is an unbelievable feeling. It's almost undescribable.